You introduce yourself to us, please.
My name is MARYAM MUSTAPHA. I'm a fashion designer and a digital marketer.
Hey, wait. I have here another one today. A fashion designer and a Twitter marketer. Hey.
No, digital
Okay, digital
marketer.
marketer. So you are having two business on your own, like two personal business. That's sweet.
Yes.
So can you put us through your educational background, please?
Okay, yes, I'm a graduate of Unilag,
Mashallah.
chemistry education.
Chemistry education. You guys just did your
Yes.
okay. What year?
Yeah, I just graduated. I did my graduation last week. I mean, this week.
Mashallah, mashallah. That's sweet. May Allah put barakah in it for you. So let's move on to the CEO, who is a fashion designer and a digital marketer. Can you tell us what is the name of your brand?
Royals and Nine.
Royals and Knights. Wow. We'll come back to the name later. So tell us when did you start your business?
Okay, so I didn't start as a fashion designer like that. So in 2017, after secondary school, I went to learn fashion designing.
Okay.
Because I was very interested in it. I liked it a lot. I used to do some sketches. So actually I went to learn. Then after learning for like a year or so, I gained admission into school. I was not yet perfect enough to start sewing for people.
Okay.
So I decided to start selling bags and I started selling bags and clothes online.
Oh.
The name of my brand at that time was Royals Clothing.
Okay.
So I was doing that for a while. Then I transitioned into selling t-shirts. That was around year 2.
You're really a business guru, right? Okay.
So I started selling t-shirts for a while. Then when I got to during the ASU strike, that's when I went to learn digital marketing. That's, I've been hearing different things about digital marketing. So I started to learn and see what's in there. And I was enjoying it.
Okay.
So then after the ASU strike, there was some strike again we had in school. So I decided to go to a fashion school to upgrade what I knew before. Then after that, I was in my finals now. So I started sewing for people little by little. And then from there, everything was just,
So sweeting you.
very interesting. Yes.
Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. So you started your business
Thank
mainly
you.
when? When did you start your fashion business mainly?
I would say last year.
Last year. Wow.
Mainly. I started last year. But
And
I had the brand name Royals and Nines on Instagram for a very long
Long
while.
time.
I've just been there.
So you've already created that name for yourself before you started the business.
Oh yes. Yes, I have.
So I'm very sure it was the knowledge you had while learning the digital marketing, right? That was when you
Oh yes.
came
I
up
was
with the
like,
name.
let me secure this name because I knew I was going to do this eventually.
Okay.
So let me secure
The
this name.
name.
So when I'm
Ready.
I'm going to start using it.
Wow. So you already told us what inspired you. It's something you like to do. That was why you went for it, right?
Yes.
It's something you're
Yes.
really, really, really interested in. That's good. So I was the financial aspect of it, because to start a fashion business, I know it's not something really big, but at the same time you have to have some very, very important, what's it called, some very important things you will need to become a fashion designer. Example, your machine, and now we know machines are very, very expensive, right? So your machine and other things. So how was the financial start for you for the fashion business?
Okay. So I'm still a very small scale business. I'm not a big business owner yet. But then my parents are very, very, very supportive.
That's
My
good.
parents got me my machine in 2017 when I just started learning. So
Learning.
I've had my machine since then. So last year when I started the business proper, I got another machine. That's my vivid machine, and I've been using that for a while. So the financial part, there's money in fashion. There's money in fashion designing.
Yeah.
They are very consistent.
Consistent.
There's money in it.
Okay.
So that's just it. My parents, they are very supportive. Very, very. They even pay for my fashion school and Yes. So,
That's so sweet. So
alhamdulillah.
I'm very sure because the zeal I'm seeing in I can see that you have for this business is really really big, really really
Oh
really
yes.
big. So I don't really think it's something that you're going to regret later on. But let me still push this question to you. Have you ever sat down and think like, oh God, okay, since you started the business, right? You started
What did
20.
you say?
I said since you started the business, you started 20 what?
2022/2023.
So 2020, like, okay, like a year ago, right? Let's just say a year ago, right?
Yes, let's say a year ago.
Let's say a
Yes.
year ago. And a year is a very long period of time. So
Oh yes.
I want to ask, have you ever, okay, before I ask that, have you ever in a business, right? We always have we have the good times, we have the bad times, right? No
Yes.
matter how sweet the business is, no matter how sweet the business is, no matter how, as in how sweet it is, there will always be bad times for you. So can you tell us some
Of
of the
course.
bad times you've had?
Okay, so there was this particular time I was really doubting myself. Like, who sends me message? I think I should just, go and find one 9 to 5 and I
Job.
should just focus on my digital marketing and
Okay.
I'll be fine. So what happened? I made a mistake on a dress.
Oh.
It was a very simple mistake, something I could correct. But I already sent the dress out, and
Oh.
this customer was very very pissed at me.
Wow.
And you know, customers are different. They are
Yeah.
the nice ones, and they're the ones that are not
Of
even
course.
patient at all.
Yeah.
So the whole situation just made me start thinking, like, oh God, maybe I should just quit this fashion thing. Maybe it's not
Maybe
for
it's not
me.
for
Maybe
you.
I should just maybe I should just do my 9 to 5. But alhamdulillah, the whole situation was, I was able to sort it out, and the dress came out very beautiful. When I even saw the dress, I
Eventually.
was like, oh really? I made this interesting.
Wow, that's the sweet thing about making something, which as in, because when you see what you make, you be like, seriously, was I the one who made this? That alone make you very happy and you want to do more, right?
Yeah.
So that's why any mistake we made, we try and correct it, because there is no how we're not going to be making mistakes. There is no how we're not going to be making it will continue happening. It's now how we are going to correct the mistakes that will make
That
us
matters.
that matters. So you've told us one of your bad moments. So, like always, when we have bad moments, we have good moments. Cause can you share us some of the good moments you've had since you started your business?
I've had many beautiful moments. When I make a dress and it comes out nice, it's a wonderful moment for me.
Oh, that's good.
I've had so many beautiful moments.
So it's not all about the money for you, because last week I had a guest here and she was all about the money. Yeah, we know we are all into business for money, right? But at the same time, sometimes the business alone, not the profit you're making, but what we do for people alone makes us happy. Do you understand? But my guest last week was all about the money. Are you all about the money too?
Well, I would say I'm all about the money. Of course, everybody wants to earn more.
That is what I said. Yeah, sure, of course. Of course.
I'm more of, I want my work to come out beautiful.
Beautiful.
I
That's,
want my customer to be satisfied. Then we can discuss the money.
yeah. I'm very sure when your customers are satisfied, then you get more referrals, then you get more money. That's
Especially as a startup. And
Yeah.
small scale business.
exactly. Yeah. Okay, so how has your digital marketing helped your fashion designing?
Okay, so my digital initially I thought I was going to go full time into digital marketing.
Okay.
Maybe work for a few people, whatever. So I started like that actually. Then eventually I was not really enjoying it. Was very digital marketing is stressful. It's
Okay.
very stressful. Fashion designing is stressful, but you get to pick your own.
Yeah, you get to work at your pace. Yeah.
Yes. So I stopped I stopped it. Then I was like, okay, let me just put everything into my own
Business.
So at least I know I can run my ads myself. I can anything I want to. If I want to run a campaign, I can do it myself.
Yourself.
If
Yeah.
I eventually want to do a website, I know the things I get. I know the things I should request for. So I'm more of, let me just put it into my business. And sometimes I freelance, maybe for a few friends. Oh, Miriam, please, I want to run ads, and I'll just put it
Oh. So your
That was what I did, like
oh,
digital
that's
marketing.
oh, so that your digital market has actually been a very good opportunity for you to promote your business too, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
That's good. So have you ever sat down and think of, oh God, why did I go into this? Let me say the digital marketing first. Oh God, why did I learn this digital marketing? It's just useless. Have you ever sat down and regret it?
Oh, so the time I was working on the island
Okay.
as a data marketing associate. So it
Okay.
was very stressful. I was like,
Okay. It was
this is a lot of-
it was not a remote job. You were going to the office, right?
Yes, it was hybrid.
Okay.
But I go to the office more times
Than
than
okay.
remotely. So it was very stressful for me, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I didn't stay up to 2 months because I just knew I couldn't do it. So I don't know. I don't just really like it like that. But for me to put it into my business, I'd rather do that than actually work for people.
For people. Okay. So
Yes.
now back to fashion designing. Have you ever sat down and think of, oh God, why did I even go into fashion designing? Hey God, why now? Like, have you ever sat down and regret going into fashion designing?
No, not once.
Wow.
Not once. I
That's
love
the
it so
zeal.
much.
Okay. Now I see.
I'm not perfect yet.
Of
but
course,
I
you don't
know
have to
I
be
will still
you don't
get
have to
there.
be perfect, but the fact that you have the zeal, you have the passion for it is enough. Because when I asked that, you've not even allowed me finish. You already said no. Wow. That means you're going to be perfect in no time, inshallah. We allow for baraka in it, inshallah. So, as a chemistry education graduate,
Yes.
did you plan on using your certificate to work eventually?
Who knows? Anything. God can do anything.
Okay, that's
But
good. So you're open to
if I were to decide on my own,
okay,
I'm not interested.
but you're still open to options, right?
Oh, of course. Anything can happen in the future.
Of course, definitely. Okay, that's so sweet. So can you tell us how we can get through to you on your Instagram, your Facebook?
Yes. Royals at night on Instagram. You guys please follow me on Instagram, Royals at night. On Facebook also, Royals at night. Yes, that's the only 2 platforms I'm using for now.
Okay, you don't have a business. Okay, you have a business WhatsApp, right?
Oh yes, my business WhatsApp. You can reach me on 070-671-70911.
That's very sweet. Okay, before we go on, I would like to ask you a few questions. Then we can actually round up the program. Yeah. So in the next 5 years, where do you see Royals and Knights?
Okay, I see myself owning a very big fashion house.
Okay.
A very large customer base.
Okay.
Okay.
That's beautiful. May Allah put barakah in it. So as an upcoming fashion designer, I want to come to you for an advice. Okay, Mariam, please. I want to go into fashion and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go about it. What advice are you going to give me?
Practice everything.
Practice.
Yes,
Okay.
use your mommy's scrapper.
When she comes for you later on, Uko.
She will be fine.
Okay now. Okay. Mariam said so. I was one that said that too. If you go and use the mommy rapper, I'll probably change it for you. Me, I'm not there. Okay, thank you so much for the advice and thank you so much for coming on to the studio to share your experience as a fashion designer. May Allah continue to put barakah in it and make you get to the place that you will never think of getting to, inshallah, bi'idhnillah. So I'm going to be wrapping up the show now. Don't forget to always like, follow, share our social media handles: YouTube Light Radio, Facebook Light Radio, Twitter The Light Radio, Instagram Light_Radio, and you can drop us a message via official.lightradio@gmail.com. You can also listen to us via Radio Garden. Just make sure you have to download Radio Garden and search for Light Radio. Jazakumullah khairan. Thanks so much, Mariam. Thanks so much for coming on. You're welcome. All right, and welcome to Barakatu. Do have a great week ahead.
Stop living fake life. Oh, no, be good, boy. No, be tight down. Monkey, I don't see him.